So, it has recently come to my attention that the publishers behind Gearbox Studios, Take-Two, made a statement claiming all of their future games will have microtransactions. That, right there, is the real reason why they're waiting to release it till 2019. That is the real reason. That is also the real reason why they're refusing to let Gearbox say a fucking word about when they're working on it. Because I can guarantee that if they publicly said, yeah, we're working on Borderlands 3 right now. Oh, and also, by the way, there will be microtransactions in it. Shit would not just hit the fan, it would break through the fucking roof into the goddamn stratosphere. Because we all know Borderlands doesn't really have a huge online component. Yeah, sure, you can play with other Vault Hunters online, up to 4, or you can do it offline with up to 4 in the Handsome Edition, but that's it. It's not an MMO. It's not a massive online component game like Battlefield or Call of Duty or something like that. No. So you can be fucking sure as hell, here's what's gonna happen. I'll break it down for you like this. If you want, say, 50 crystals of the newest kind, like they had Seraph crystals in the second one, well, you can either grind for those all day, or you can pay $15. Yeah, and it's gonna be even harder to get those crystals. It was hard before. You had to get in ultimate ball hunter mode and kill the raid bosses. Or you could do the Tiny Tina, they're called slot machines. You can get 3 of those at a time. Yeah. So they're going to make it even harder if that's the case. Or that super awesome new legendary loot that, used to be tied to a raid boss. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. You can buy it. Yeah, right off the bat. $5, please. Oh, that super awesome skin that all you had to do before was complete this challenge? $5, please. Or, I'm sorry, that might be just a little too much. $3. Or you can buy this package deal for $15 and get all of those super epic skins that you just really want. Then what the fuck is the point? The whole point of Borderlands, since the second one, and the same thing with the pre-sequel, was the grind and the completion of the challenges. You worked your ass off to get those challenges, especially like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Assault Rifle. 3,200 crouch kills while using an assault rifle. And after you completed that, the satisfaction was amazing. You're like, fuck yes. 3,200 crouch kills with an assault rifle. It's a long time. It's a very long time to get it. And it was very picky, too. So when you finally got that badass customizable skin, it was satisfying. But now, Take-Two's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have microtransactions in all of our games. All of them. So that means any fans of any next Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption 2, that's another big game coming out. Microtransactions. And now I'm sure there are going to be those complacent bastards who say, well, it's not going to really affect the game. Oh, are you sure about that? Are you sure? I can't really speak for Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption 2. Or whatever Grand Theft Auto they're going to have next. 5, 6. I don't keep track of those. But I can speak for Borderlands 3. I can speak for that one. Yeah. There's only 3 ways that I can think of at the top of my head right now that they can shove microtransactions in there. Locking loot, locking skins, customizable heads, and locking sources of like crystals or things to unlock better weapons. Like the Seraph vendors? Yeah. Oh, you want to get those by grinding for them, kicking ass, and killing raid bosses? Nope. Sorry. You gotta pay for those now. No final word has been said on how exactly it's going to be affecting Borderlands 3, but I can guarantee you that is what it's going to be. And sadly, people are going to be fucking complacent. That is why it has gotten to where it is now. Yes, it affects single-player games. Shadow of War, I play it, I like it. But you know what I don't like about it? Every single time I fucking pause the game, I'm assaulted by, buy the expansion pass, buy this, go to the headhunter guy, buy some orcs, buy this, buy that, you can buy this, you can buy that. No, it doesn't affect the overall gameplay if you don't touch it. You don't have to. I will openly say that. You don't have to buy a single fucking thing. But it's a constant, irritating reminder that it is there in the corner of your screen. Offline as well. So, offline, you can't even go to the marketplace, but it's there. It is still there, reminding you. Expansion pass. Buy the expansion pass. Buy the expansion pass. Go to the market. Go to the market. Buy this. Buy that. Buy XP boosts. Buy these loot things. Buy this. Buy that. You already paid $60+ for a fucking game. Why the hell do I want to spend $2, $3, $5 a pop for insignificant little things? I don't know. I don't want to. Now, see, I could be a little less ticked off if, like, the DLCs, if they did a trade, okay? If they flip-flopped. If they had expansion passes, fine. Hack the price in half. You're still getting profit, you greedy fox. And people are like, oh, the developers aren't really doing anything about it. Can they? They can't. The publishers have them by the balls. Squeezing by the balls. What happens, what do you think happens if they say, we don't want to do that? We don't want to put microtransactions in our games? Well then, bye. It's simple. They can just cut the lifeline that they do, and they're gone. And Gearbox? They haven't really had many successes as of late. Battle 1 was a fucking huge flop. Aliens Colonial Marines, huge fucking flop. And everyone remembers the god-awful, horrendous shit show that was Duke Nukem Returns or Forever, 14 years in the making, that turned into a ghastly, horrendous shit bomb. Literally. If you watch any of the gameplay, you'll see what I mean. Shit bomb. So Gearbox really cannot afford to fuck around. They can't. So they have to just lie on their backs and take it. They can't say, we don't want to do this. No. 2K's gonna be like, fine, fuck you, we'll find someone else. Gearbox may have come up with the Borderlands franchise, but I'm sure somewhere in that contract they signed with 2K, they have the final say. 2K does. Take-Two. 2K, Take-Two, whatever. Whatever they want to fucking call themselves. You know what's to really blame for all this? Mobile games. Mobile games started this plague of pay-to-win bullshit, microtransaction crap with their freemium shit. Then publishers saw this, EA, Activision, whatever. I don't remember the big three evil ones. They saw this and they thought, it's a good idea. Let's force our development teams to do this. It's bullshit. I have been a Borderlands fan since day one in 2009. Pardon. I bought Borderlands, sight unseen. It looked like a cool game. Loved it. Would have wished they ported it over to the next gen systems instead. They didn't. Big missed opportunity there, dudes. Big one. But hey, it's whatever. Your decision, not mine. Even though they actually said that was the game they were going to do in the first place. If you remember a while ago. Yeah, they were going to do a remaster of Borderlands 1, and then all of a sudden, oh hey, here's the other two. Okay, fine, why couldn't you put all three together? Make it a colossal pack, and really, hello, that would have gotten people in. It's like, holy shit, all three of them together? Yeah, if you wanted to make up for the fucking mishap that was Battleborn, that's what you should have done. I know Gearbox didn't fully handle the fucking thing, but they could have had a say in it. I know for a fact they did, because they had to give the okay. They couldn't just be like, oh yeah, here you go. Or some company's like, hey, we want to remaster Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel. We're just going to do it without your say-so. Gearbox had to say yes. And so did Take-Two. So, who knows how that went down. But I've been a fan since day one. I've played Tales of the Borderlands, suffered through the cringe-worthy long wait between the games, and all of that. All the games. Played them all. I've owned every single one of them. So to fucking hear that Borderlands 3, the be-all, end-all, end of the franchise, will most likely have microtransactions, that fucking boils my blood. It is a beloved franchise with a huge cult following. I don't even know what's a cult following there. It's a fucking huge franchise. You either love it or you hate it. There's really no in between. Some people are like, oh yeah, so-so. But it's like, no, there's really no so-so. You love it or you hate it, sadly. But it's a great game. I love it. But Take-Two, 2K, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, you greedy motherfuckers, do not make us choose. But I know you will. Because all you care about at the end of the day is the almighty dollar. It's all you care about. You couldn't give two flying fucks about your customers or your fan base. As long as you get paid, you don't fucking care. And that is the sad, painful, disgusting truth. People will try to say, oh no, that's not the case. That is the case. That is the case. If it was not the fucking case, they would scroll through the comments, ignore the complacent assholes. I'm sorry, but idiots who are complacent with this, you need to get your head out of your ass. You do. You need to get your head straight out of your ass. Because it's so far up there, You'd need to go to a hospital to get it wedged out. That complacency is what started this slippery slope. We got complacent with fucking hacking up games and selling out unfinished games with portions of DLC to finish the fucking game. Anyone remember Destiny? Destiny 2 seemed to start to follow the same thing. Destiny 1 was a horrible shit show. Battlefront, same thing. Hacked up game, sold back with portions of DLC. We got complacent and accepted that. Look what happened. And now, the biggest middle finger. Microtransactions. Whatever happened to play, to progress? Unlocking things through progression, characters, weapons, skins. What happened? It's gone. It's going away. It's going to be extinct like the dinosaurs if we don't fucking say something. Don't sit on your asses. Don't fucking be complacent with this crap. Don't do it. I hope I'm not just speaking to an empty crowd. This is horrible. Don't let them tarnish an amazing franchise. No matter what, if you didn't like Borderlands 2 as much as the first one, or you loved it, hated the pre-sequel, loved it, somewhere in between the lines, if you've ever played Borderlands, any of the titles, you have a favorite. Just think of that, and then think of what they're trying to do with the third one. That should get you pissed off, not complacent. As I said before, if they want to make all DLCs free as updates, no expansion passes. I said before with the expansion passes, cutting them in half, no. That actually doesn't cut it. Fuck that. Excuse me. The more you think about it, fuck that. No expansion passes, all DLC free. Because, you know, the funny thing is, there's this game out there that sadly went unnoticed. Really great game. You might have heard it. It's called Titanfall 2. The only reason it didn't do so well is because EA cocked it up and released it at the same time as the most recent Battlefield. You can kind of see what EA's bigger focus was. But the developers behind Titanfall 2, not one single iota of paid DLC, and the game is doing fine. They're still coming out with updates, new maps, new Titans, new things. So the excuse, there is none. The developers behind Titanfall 2 aren't as big as fucking Gearbox or fucking DICE or fucking whoever does Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. They're not as big. And yet here they are. No microtransactions, no paid DLC. All expansions are free. They made that promise and not once have they broken that. So the excuse that, oh, they need money and the profits and blah, blah, blah. Zero excuse. Fucking zero. There is none. So all of you guys out there that are complacent and saying, oh, they need money, that's not the case. Just look at the creators of Titanfall 2. Okay? Just look at that. Look to them. See the example. Follow that example. Okay? Because free is good. And you know what? The more people that... It's sad that we have to pat developers and publishers on the back saying, hey, thank you for not nickel and diming us with all the new content you're giving out. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. Deaf clapping. Yeah. This means clapping or whatever. I think I heard somewhere. Don't remember my head off. But it's sad that we have to do that nowadays. It should be just a fucking dead given. Don't fucking charge for new skins and new shit. I mean, seriously. Destiny 2. One-time use shaders. The fuck is this? Seriously, that's just... It's greedy. What other game? The new World War II game has microtransactions. Oh, but they try to make it fun. It's still trying to hook you Because the only way you could do it is in their little, what's it called, area where people gather around, a hub. Maybe let's call it a hub. The only way you can do that is drop it in the hub. And then everyone gets to see what you get. Oh, and there's a little participation for watching it. Okay. It's another little incentive to hook in. Oh, if I buy these microtransactions, other people will get little bonuses. They didn't really tell you what those bonuses are now, did they? No. No, they didn't. I'd like to know what those bonuses are. Those little incentives for watching other people open those microtransaction loot boxes. And it's still, no matter what, a roll of the dice. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. None whatsoever. Oh yeah, also, Overwatch. Excuse me. Oh, people are like, oh, but that's only cosmetic, it has no effect on the game. It's still paying money for a game you spent $60 or whatever if you got the bonus edition or day one edition or pre-ordered or whatever. That's still $60 plus you spent on a game. And now they're expecting you to spend more money. That's Blizzard. So Blizzard really has no fucking excuse for, we really need money. Warcraft, World of Warcraft or whatever, StarCraft, Diablo franchise. Need I go on? They have games over in like freaking Taiwan in the little internet cafes. People fucking play World of Warcraft for like weeks on end. Paying money to Blizzard. No excuse. Okay? None. Customizable skins, new areas, free or unlocked through progression. Like you get so much XP during a match and you level up. Hey, you did really fucking awesome with this character. You leveled up this character. Awesome, good for you. Here's some skins. Great job. No. You can be the best fucking player, you can be the worst fucking player, it doesn't matter. It's all about the money. It's all about the fucking money. Back to the main point, Borderlands 3 might have microtransactions. And it just makes me sick to my stomach. I can't stand it. I hope I'm not in the silent minority here. Do not be complacent with this shady, shitty bullshit. Hell, even EA had to bend slightly, but they did. If y'all watch there's a YouTuber named Angry Joe. Love the guy, hate the guy, whatever. I don't care of your opinion of him. But he has a video of how Battlefront 2, coming out November 17th of this year, that's next week, when they release their shitty business practice in October. They revealed that shit in October. 1 month from the game's initial release. Go see how the original plan was. It was a pure pay to progress bullshit. I don't fucking want to hear anything different. You can call it, you can dress up a turd, you can fucking make a turd smell like roses, you can cover it in garnish, but at the end of the day, it's still a fucking turd. You can't change what it is. It was pay to progress. And that is bullshit. And enough people got pissed off at that and furious enough to fucking make EA, Electronic Arts, one of the biggest publishers in gaming, the greediest corporate motherfuckers in gaming, change it. They didn't get rid of it, sadly, but they changed it. It's a start. It would have been better if they just did away with it all. But to put a band-aid on the situation, they said all DLC will be free. Okay, fine. But that still is not. People should still not fully forgive the bullshit. Because they thought they could pull this off and pull the wool over people's eyes and just sneak it in there. Oh, hey, by the way, pay to progress. Here you go, 1 month before release. Deal with it. People didn't want to deal with that shit, and I'm glad. Borderlands 3 is supposed to come out in 2019. Take-Two has not allowed Gearbox to say a single word, but they pretty much just said they're making it. It's in development right now. But honestly, fucking honestly, I know for 100% that Gearbox, as much as they've fucked up on things with Battleborn, ugh, that had potential, but they fucked it up. Beside the point. Aliens, Colonial Marines. Duke Nukem Returns or Forever. And now this latest thing, if you look around the internet, this 1v1 shit. I don't know what it is. I haven't heard Hyde or Hair or whatever the fucking figure of speech is. I haven't heard shit about it after. Well, maybe they dropped it, maybe not. But seriously, Gearbox cannot afford to fuck this up. They've already had enough fucking ups. But I also know, on the other hand, if they pull their shit together and work as a team, not dividing their efforts over here or over there, or which way, they can make an amazing game. Borderlands 2 was epic. The DLCs were phenomenal. I loved every single one of them. Some were better than the others, but that's beside the point. They were great. And not a single microtransaction shit stick was in the entire thing. Sure, people were ticked off at the expansion passes. I get it. You bought the expansion pass. You thought all the content was going to be covered. But fans kept asking for more content. So, of course, in a second expansion pass would have to be given. Or a thing. It's just... I don't like expansion passes either. I don't. If I pre-order the game, yeah, that's a shitty thing to do either. I know. But if you pre-order the game and the expansion pass comes with it, well, then that's a done deal. You have the thing right there. But still. For Gearbox, Borderlands is their golden goose. Take-Two, don't make them fucking ruin their golden goose. Okay? Don't be like EA. Okay? Don't be like EA. And what do I mean by that? Is ruining a good developer. Because EA takes developers, chews them up, spits them out. Hey, thanks for all the fun. Bye now. Kind of like BioWare. With EA and BioWare, if y'all know that story. That's a story for a different time, though. But yeah. Also, oh yeah, that reminds me, BioWare. Their new game, Anthem, looks amazing. I'm a little worried about it. Also might have microtransactions. Let that sink in. Okay? Let that sink in there. But that game's not due out till later next year. But guess what? 2018 is fast approaching. So get your voices out there, get them heard, and tell EA, tell Take-Two, tell any greedy motherfucking cock-gobbling publishers, enough is enough. We're paying you a shit ton of fucking money for these games. They're not cheap. Okay? They're not cheap. No. No. Enough is enough. You need to knock it off. Hopefully, things change. If not, the video game industry as a whole will die. It's becoming a putrid, festering corpse of what it once was. It used to be great, it used to be amazing, and now it's withering and dying. Because because developers are becoming complacent, releasing shit games that are unfinished and buggy, and publishers are being greedier than ever. This needs to stop. If the voices of the gaming community are not enough, then vote with your wallets. Sorry, use your voice with your wallets. Whatever. Don't buy microtransactions. Okay? If you're dead set on buying the upcoming game, do not pay a single fucking cent of microtransactions. Support the game. By all means, if you want to support the game itself and the publishers. Sorry, not the publishers. Bleh. The developers. Forget I said the publishers. Fuck the publishers. Fuck them. I mean the developers. If you want to support the developers who have the shit kicked out of them, work the ridiculously long hours, barely get to see their families. Those guys and gals. Yes, support them so that games in that franchise might have a sequel or be able to come out more. But if that's the case, and we show them that we don't want microtransactions in our games, publishers might understand and take them out in future installments. We can only hope. And keep your fingers crossed. So, bottom line, don't be complacent with microtransactions. And maybe, just maybe, we can go back to the days of play to progress and unlock content. That was what it was all about. It's what it should be again.